What's going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo back on the stoop with Mark.
On a sweltering hot day, let me tell you.
Sweltering. Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Got me the vapors. It is so hot in Brooklyn. We opened up one of the fire hydrants down here, spraying all everywhere, kids everywhere. I've been outside since like 10 in the morning watching. I watched the first matches from my phone. And then my boy was like, you got that TV, you could just bring it over. So I ran my TV down the block and we set it up and we were watching the second match out there back on our stoop because that's a crazy mess of kids over there right now.
Right.
And I've had enough of them. It's time to take off Papa Lolo hat and put on this funky little number.
That's right.
And become Lolo.
I watched the matches in the comfort of AC.
You're a fucking dick.
No.
What did you think? What did you think? Some fire matches or some I should have stayed home? I should.
No, they were fire, man.
They were.
You know, both games were physical. That physical Czech Republic
fouls, man.
Czech Republic team showed up. Can't say that you know, the red card.
Wait, hold up. What's going on, Stoop Crew? Sorry, we got right into this.
Right into. That's how excited we are. But we love our Stoop Crew.
The hat is very 90s. Yeah. What's going on, Stoop Crew? We got Ben, we got Jimmy, we got Bobby. I'm sure we've got other people via Martine here. Good to see you guys, Stoop Crew, here for the 15th day. Yo,
we got Anders.
Anders was here earlier. Boom, boom, boom. This, in case you've never seen this, is a bottle koozie with one of these COVID-19 test kit, you know, the cold packs that they send with it that I forgot to send it back in with. So now I have this cold pack and it goes in here and keeps my beer.
He's got a COVID pack.
Cold COVID pack. So here we go. Czech Republic going through. Netherlands out. And I thought it was going to happen again. Another team that went 3-0 going to be kicked out. Yeah. But no, didn't happen.
Yeah, I just was.
Czech Republic, yo.
They showed up, and you know who showed up is those West Ham boys.
Those West Ham boys. That's what I said earlier.
West Ham boys hadn't really shown up much in the group stage, and today those guys were everywhere.
They showed up, and I think they probably had a talking to of like, yo, look,
we need you to show up.
We need you here. So they were fantastic. Those guys. Sufal had a game. Suchek almost had a fantastic header for a goal.
Yeah. Just missed him. Just missed him bad.
Yeah. What's up, Via Martini? Says hi, guys. Another day of well-fancied teams not living up to expectations. Holland humbled by the Czech and Belgium making hard work against Portugal. I'm glad you aren't calling Portugal the well-fancied team there, but no, I agree with that. I did not think Belgium looked good.
Belgium?
I still have no clue how they won that game. The first half was comical how bad they were. Every third pass went straight to a Portuguese, man. Every tackle was won by the Portuguese.
Yeah. Not exactly the best showing by either squad.
No, not at all.
You know, I don't think that Portugal was obviously they weren't worthy of moving on. But it could have easily been a different story. And with the fury of attempts at the end, I was surprised Belgium was able to hold on. What I didn't like in that Belgium game at the end is that when they would have the counterattack, who was the guy that came on the last like 10-minute substitution, like Cardoza?
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Yes, we're talking about Portugal.
The last 10 minutes.
Someone came on. He had
João Felix?
No, after João Felix. He had the frosted tips on his hair.
Oh,
that
shoot.
cat. Anyway, he was getting some breakaway counterattack with Lukaku, and they would just kind of slow it down as we're just going to bring this ball down over here. We're not really trying to score. And they would just, it's almost as if they were wasting time and they turned the ball over. It's like, you guys only have a 1-goal lead. And Ronaldo going to
park the bus. They parked the bus in the very beginning. of the second half. It was very annoying.
Listen, Cross, maybe I did. Maybe I just got done working at the station. Had a long, hot day.
And I just got done working at the Peach Pit.
And I needed a beer.
Of underwhelming teams that are very much fancied, let's bring in our resident Germany correspondent here. Cantag, did you like that lead-in?
What is that fucking cheap shot, bro?
No cheap shot.
Y'all scored 5 goals in one game, and you think?
Yo, I'm short, man. All my shots are below the belt.
I said across his nose, not up it.
What's going on? What do you think about the matches today?
I mean, I feel like you're slagging off the Netherlands a little bit. It's hard once you go to 10 men. You know,
and that completely changed their game. You know,
but of course,
they don't adjust. They didn't make
any adjustments. What adjustment do? You hang on and hope you nick a goal. Like that's it. We're in the knockout stages now. Every team is going to be good, and deserved red card for sure. Like he clearly knocked the ball out of the box with his hand.
You have
for
to.
Sure.
You have to.
For sure. But that's one of those things, right? So I'm watching that game. And in my head, since I've known that Germany is going to play against England, I've gone over every scenario about how this game is going to play out, except that there might be a red card for either side, right?
Yeah,
like it's just one of those things because you don't want to see it, you don't think about it, or at least I don't. And it's just so hard to watch that game.
What time was the red card? Do we remember?
The red card was in 47th minute.
So early in the second half,
enough time to really change it.
Maybe like 57th.
I'm watching this and I'm thinking, okay, there's a handball involved.
Last man.
He loses his balance trying to make a move. It's unfortunate, and I'm just looking. I'm watching this, and I'm going. Don't give him a red.
It's a red, though. It's a red every time.
Don't give him a red.
It's a red every time. It's one of those where you, as a ref, you go, shit, I see exactly what happened, and that sucks.
Yeah.
But what happened is the arm, it's not like it just grazed the arm and kept going. It hit the arm and completely moved away and ended the play.
I mean, he swiped at it for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't, too. Because Delict. He's probably been their best defender.
Yeah.
And so he knows that's a red card if he does that. That's why I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't or that he was trying to move his hand out of I don't know, because he knows it's a red card.
He does this weird
You'd rather give up the goal than come off. You're not David Luiz.
It was a weird decision to let the ball bounce, I thought, to be honest, instead of just like
he was twisted all the fuck around.
It sucks because
control Delict.
That's a good one. They were looking like the Dutch of old a little bit, you know, like the team that we're used to seeing. And then just a bit of madness. Like
Dumfries was all over the place.
He started playing like they were up a man. Like immediately after, he's bombing forward. Yeah. It's like, bro, that's gonna hurt you.
Isn't he like a right back?
Yeah.
Because I saw him on the left side of the box,
dude,
as the first man on a cross. I was like, isn't that where Memphis plays? Like, where is he, by the way?
Oh, he's got the itch now. He's got 2 goals,
We're doing well, man. It's hot here. Ben Ireland missed the first 6 minutes. Don't anybody tell Ben Ireland that cool story that we told while in the first 6 minutes. Y'all make fun of my crank up internet. Y'all got to get your crank up internet too. Conche, another nailed it on one of my favorite films.
You think so? I'm always going to be this close?
These cans are defective.
Somebody hates these cans. Great. That's what he's looking at.
It's opti because of your eyes, and you grab it.
The opti grab.
The opti grab.
Just underappreciated comedian. That's Steve Martin.
Yo, every time my daughter goes to bed, it's like a fucking scene from The Jerk. Who is it? I'll go to bed. But I need this first. That's all I need. And this teddy bear. That's all I need. And this matchbook. Where'd you get a matchbook?
Can I get water? I need more water, please.
I just need to go to the bathroom once. That's all I need.
Can I have a snack? Can I have a snack? Can I brush my teeth again? Yeah, dude. Nightly
Good
fights.
hygiene, kid.
Dude, okay. Maybe if you guys like the jerk, maybe we'll do some trivia from the jerk or maybe have you know it very. Someone else should do it so I get to play.
I can do it
because I like that movie. Me and my dad used to watch that movie.
I've seen that movie.
I was born a poor black man.
So I'm always going to be this color?
A poor black child. This is a
back
good
to the
football
matches.
show that we do.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's all I need is Dumfries. That's all I need. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think any of the guys I picked for top 4 scorers, by the way, have scored.
I don't think I did either.
I don't
How did I not pick Torgan Hazard? He's like...
Oh, really?
I think Belgium are better without his brother at this point.
Without Eden Hazard, I agree.
And I don't think it's anything to do with Eden Hazard. I mean, and he had a couple nice touches. He played well. There's no question.
Yeah.
But he's not he's playing in this Griezmann role almost and I get they have Lukaku to score the goals, but I don't see him being that influential, especially the point where he's wearing the captain's armband.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's odd when he comes out there I don't know.
You know, and it's crazy. I feel like all Dortmund's youngsters have been having great international tournaments.
Yeah,
at the moment.
Yeah,
right.
You know, even Gio Reyna for the U.S. in the what used to be the Gold Cup, and Sancho's barely gotten a sniff, but
Sancho, he's he's batting 1,000 shots for goals. I think
1 shot, 1 goal.
No shots, no goals.
Oh, there it is.
Still 1,000.
Someone should tell him the old
1 shot, 1 goal. Matt, no, they've only had 2 goals.
Exactly.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He plays.
And they're both Sterling.
That's your whole argument, and they're both.
He plays for the scum.
Terrible.
I do. Listen, I'm coming back off of everything I've said. The closer this game comes to happening, I'm like,
man, we need.
I am very uneasy. I am not feeling well. I'll come on no matter what.
Of course you will,
win or lose.
You need to just come on with new arguments of this is why I'm saying. What's the standings? Who would they face next? I think they would face Czech Republic next, right?
No. Denmark, Czech Republic,
Sweden, the winner of the Sweden game, I believe.
Czech Republic,
Sweden, Ukraine,
and Denmark.
They play the winner of the Sweden-Ukraine game, as we see here on the screen.
So right away, when England beats Germany, he's going to go, listen, but that's cutting through the butter of a midfield of Germany. You're going up against the Swedish Allen wrench put together fucking team. They're solid for a day.
Flat packing boxes.
Year, but they're solid for a day.
It is Team Sweden if we lose to England.
We're Team Anders. We're Team 1921 all the way.
Yeah.
If Spain are out, I'm all Sweden in this bitch. Because Anders called it. He got offended the other day when somebody said Dark Horse Sweden, and he goes, Dark Horse Sweden? I've been telling you guys are going to win it the whole time.
I mean, I get it.
He's favorites in Anders' head.
He's a homer, and you as you always should be when it comes to your country. All right, Bandy.
That's a lot of goals. I don't see that many goals happening.
But I'm the other way.
Germany will score the 2 for England.
I'm with Germany.
Hummels will put 2 in his own net.
I think Germany scores
you
first.
Guys lose on own goals. That would be terrible.
Germany scores first, and that causes England to go, oh, well, maybe we'll have to play some attacking football. And Harry Kane goes, you need me. All right.
Oh,
that is not how
Harry Kane talks. I just heard him
a little bit slower and a little bit more impeded, and I think you've got
a little more impeded. Exactly.
What, am I some sort of scholar?
No, not even close.
I mean, we can jump right to the Germany-England game 3 days out.
No. Let's go back to Czech Republic, because I do want to say
they played well, man.
Listen, Czech Republic, I think, snuck through.
I think they snuck through as well.
This was the Czech Republic that we had been wanting to see.
Yep.
That had me picking them second in their group.
They were super physical today, which was great, but the difference maker was the Dutch going down to 10 men. That was the difference maker. I don't see Czech Republic beating Netherlands if Netherlands had a full squad. Just don't see
the way it was going, though.
Don't see it happening.
Because
the Netherlands were much more the aggressor on the attack than the Czech Republic were. But that when they went down to 10 men, that attack went away. You know.
Yeah, but
I feel like they're winding me up. All of this like pro Germany shit. They want me to feel uneasy or easy about this game that's coming up.
Oh, look,
Fritz to win on pens.
Cantac, this isn't some sort of normal show where these are a bunch of randos commenting. They know you and they want to
I fucking
you.
Understand.
They want to inflict this sort of pain on you.
I know.
And if that means supporting Germany for the England match, they might just fucking.
They're not supporting. They're predicting Germany to win because they want me to now feel confident. And listen,
they know these are Leeds fans mostly. They know what they're doing.
I think. But going back to the game, Mark. Sorry.
Football.
Yeah, the Netherlands just didn't. They just didn't expect it, right? Like, I think eventually they were going to figure out how to break the Czechs down. Yep. And I think that was sort of their game plan.
But you don't expect
once it started, you just don't expect a red card.
That's what you don't expect from the Czechs because they haven't shown it. Is their attacking presence,
but they didn't show it before the red card either. I don't think. And maybe I missed. Like I was sort of like on my bike and in and out, popping into bars.
In my mind, the Czech Republic's plan was get into halftime 0-0 or winning. Mm-hmm. If we get into halftime,
everyone's plan.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably the Netherlands' plan too.
Okay, so I'll take away the or winning, but the plan is get into halftime 0-0
and switch it up a little bit.
That's going to build the anxiety for them. They're going to have some dumber attacks, which is going to allow Soufal and Souček to push further forward, maybe get some corners, and that's where they're generally going to get their goals from. And then they got the benefit of the red card. So, but listen, on the red card, if he doesn't get a red card, that's probably a goal. That's why he got a red card. Yeah. Like if he doesn't do a handball there, Schick was around him. Schick had him beat.
Could have. Yeah.
And who knows what happens in the end.
I mean, like we've all seen players miss from there as well. You know,
there were a bunch in the Portugal game that should have been
not Schick in this tournament. Like you expect him to finish that for sure. But still, it's 1-0 with 11 players.
Right.
And the firepower that the Netherlands have, maybe that. I mean, yes, then Czechs would probably sit back at that point, and it would just be one-way traffic until the Netherlands got a goal. We can talk about what ifs and whatnots, and the Czech Republic did everything they had to do. Mm-hmm. Once that card came out, at first I thought it was harsh, but then you see the replay and you clearly see him hit it. Like
it's like the second yellow on the dude for Wales, where you're like,
Harry Wilson. That was a crazy red card yesterday.
No. That was a straight red.
Stupid.
That was a straight red.
Okay.
That was a straight red, and that was unbelievable. Mark's like, oh, well, the ref needs to get control of the game. You don't use a red to get control of the game.
In the 90th minute.
To the losing
team. German refs, a little weird. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Try and overthink that and see what it's about. But
yeah, I'm not gonna touch that.
Never mind the final. It's Lederhosen on Tuesday.
There's a good chance. There's a good chance.
Are you working on Tuesday or what? Because it's at noon, isn't it?
It is a noon game.
Is the pub going to be open?
The beauty of my job is that I sell beer to bars. And I can be like, hey, I'm supporting an account over here. You know, like, hey, I'm trying to get them to buy my beer. So I'm definitely watching the game. My job, like, without going way too into detail, my job is sort of transitioning right now. But I will be watching the game. I will be coming on after the game, no matter what happens. Whether or not I'll be crying, different story. We'll see what happens. We'll see how that goes.
Wow.
Did I freeze? Or not getting any reaction at all?
I'm just curious if the pub is going to be open, if the bar is going to be open.
Which one?
Dram.
Probably not at noon.
No, because it sounded like Wade wanted to open it up.
Germany, England, he really should, even if he opens it.
I mean, we can send him a text. I'll ask him. It was one thing for like the game where like the game would just lead into them opening, but I don't know if they're gonna.
But I mean, they would do the 3 o'clock game as well.
Yeah, but it's not like, I mean, whatever. Mark was there, like he saw nobody was there to watch the game.
No, it's just the three of us.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm getting texts from people in Facebook groups and all these things of like, hey, Lolo, where can we watch the thing? And I was like, you don't even watch my show. Why would I answer your question?
So if you can get 10 to 15 people to go to the bar, I'm sure he'll open it up. I just don't know if there will be a kitchen, because then he's got to like get those guys in.
That's fine. Anyway,
Calvin Walker, what's up, bro?
What's up, Calvin?
I'll be crying. I'll be crying. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I have a feeling I'll be crying on Tuesday come 2 o'clock.
Okay, so look, Scott Newby. What's going on, Scott? A member of the Stoop crew, guys. Don't forget. I've come to terms with the fact that Patrick Schick is Milan Baros reborn and is getting the golden boot. Crazy time to be alive. Let's talk about this.
Well,
Ronaldo,
he has
4.
He's got
Ronaldo
4.
has 5.
He's out, yeah.
But Ronaldo's out.
Ronaldo's
Schick
out.
gets another game. Who do you guys think is up for golden boot, right? Like, who's going to win golden boot right now, based on who we have still in it? Havertz.
He's got 2.
He has 2, right?
Yeah.
That's more than he has for Chelsea.
I like 200% more than he has for. Well, no, because he had the Champions League final. He scored the winner in the Champions League final.
He got hot at the right time. I'll tell you
no
that
doubt,
much.
no doubt.
Hey, listen, that's what I was saying.
Good.
That's what I was saying. Listen, the only reason I'm cheering for Chelsea is so that those 2 can get hot at the right time for Germany. And one of them one's come alive, thankfully.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but are you seriously going with Havertz? You think he's going to get enough going forward? And penalties don't count, right? When they go to, if we go to penalties, those don't add up.
They do. No,
they don't. They definitely.
I know for people's career, they count them sometimes. Of like, I don't know, it's
like
weird.
Like Fernandez.
Like when they say goals in all competitions. Oh, they
can we move on to that game?
Not yet. So I just want to end with the Czech Republic and Netherlands with a question I've been asking throughout this whole thing. Do you think Czech Republic were that good or Netherlands were that bad?
No, I don't. You're asking me or like everyone
Everybody.
that's. I personally, if you're asking me, I don't think it's a case of if the Netherlands lost that game with 11 men, then yeah, they were poor, but
no, they were at a disadvantage. But
the
they
red card
were
is
by far the better team. I thought
the Czech Republic.
No, the Netherlands.
Yeah, again, when there's a red card like that, it's all out the window. Anders, just so you know, in order to sell the beer, you must know the beer, and to know the beer, you must drink the beer.
Yep. Yeah. And in his training center, they go, "Okay, everybody, lesson 1. You guys tried this shit? Freaking, it's
snack, yeah.
It's like, and I'm German. It's good beer.
My girlfriend doesn't think I need any more either.
Oh, good.
That's good. I think the red card just changes the game. I don't, at that point you can't say it was because the Netherlands were bad. If the Czech Republic don't score 2 goals, you would think that they weren't good enough.
Yeah.
Up a man with that much time to play in a knockout stage, everything in front of them at this point. Sometimes it does, but the odds are that the team with more players.
Mobley, 100%. I'm going with the Mobley to answer the other question. But Bobby, I'm with you on this. He says
I also agree with that.
Mobley, yeah.
No, I also agree with what Bobby's saying about the red card galvanizing a team. And sometimes, in this case, Netherlands just sulked, and they did.
And I think
they had a case of the sorries.
But I think that's because earlier, the term we like to say, the rub of the green, the little bit of luck. Mm-hmm. They had some opportunities early in the match that were just so pretty, where you thought they could easily be up 2-0 in the first half.
Yeah.
And they just didn't go in where they did in previous matches. So I feel like then they come out from the second half of like, okay, forget all that. Let's go. Red card, are you? And they sulked instead of it being red card. Guys, we got to do this. So,
Leave her out of it, Ben. I'm just glad she's wearing clothes right now.
Yeah, and they kind of collapsed.
Yeah,
So,
but that is it's fairly typical for the Dutch to infight. I think, like historically,
we couldn't hear a word you said. That
I
was
think
loud.
Yeah, it was loud over here. I think it's historically like the Dutch infighting. It happens all the time. I mean, they haven't had a really positive tournament since they got to the finals.
What are you with Nam in '69?
For real.
I'm expecting some napalm in the morning.
Mark just got out of his 1950s gas station job, and he's being recruited.
He's off to war, boys.
He's off to war. There must be some kind of way out of you.
History of the U.S. On the Stoop, history of the U.S.
Right, exactly.
19.
Who I really feel bad for is Wijnaldum, to be honest.
Dude, he was
just the heart of that team, having a great tournament.
Do you think he ever in his life thought he would have 3 goals in the first? Didn't he have 3?
He had 3.
3 goals in the first in the
2 games.
Stages?
Yeah.
And then you get Czech Republic. Like he must have been thinking, can we throw up the bracket, John? Because you must have thought Netherlands were looking at this going, all we got to do is beat the Czech Republic. That is a good team. And next up, we're going up against Wales or Denmark. It's Denmark. Yes, they're all good teams at this point, but we're not looking at Belgium, Portugal, Italy, France, Spain, England, Germany. Like, they had to be thinking, here we go.
Yep. 100%. I mean, I'm thinking that
we all called.
I mean, the winner of the Germany-England game, I think, goes to the final now that the Netherlands are out. Especially now. But I think the winner, more so for England, we're already on Tuesday again. If England beats Germany, I think it just gives them all the confidence in the world, man. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they won the whole thing after that. And now it's even like, now there's nobody in the bracket. Like, Sweden are good. No wonder. Like
Denmark
teams are good. They're good teams, obviously, still in the tournament. But you have to think the winner of the Germany-England game is heavy favorites to get to the final. Heavy favorites. Do we not agree?
Who?
The winner of the Germany-England game is going to be heavy favorites.
I wouldn't say heavy favorite. Because obviously, as you had mentioned, market correction comes along. Beyond group stage, you see a different version of different teams than you saw. So I would be reluctant to use the word heavy.
I'm not.
I would say favorite, but I wouldn't say heavy favorite.
I think we were reminded today why
anything can
played
happen.
And Germany, Hungary was one of those, and even
Scotland, England, Hungary,
France, and Hungary.
France, Portugal.
Portugal. Yesterday, who was it?
Yesterday?
There was Denmark, Wales,
and Austria.
Austria nearly upset Italy. So this is why we play them.
Inch off sides.
It comes down to I mean, guys, the Giants won the Super Bowl like a couple times.
10 years ago.
Eli Manning.
It's weird. Twice, 10 and then 14 years ago. And it's crazy that I was like, I was an adult back then.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I'm like,
Ronaldo and everybody being like, he's so old. I'm like, he's younger than me. Shut up. Like, I can't run down the block. If my daughter was running into the street, I don't think I could catch her from here.
Via Martin. No, I will talk shit about England's results, but I am very much like I can't get too high on a team. I'm a Mets fan, a Jets fan. I've seen so much disappointment that I'll talk shit about your team, but I can't get too confident about Germany. I
Yeah,
just can't.
right.
And it's Germany, for
Via
Christ's sake.
Martin, the answer is that was before people started getting knocked out. And now
Yeah.
we're seeing people go home.
Yeah.
We're
Yep.
seeing people
For sure.
go
Red
home.
cards are coming out.
Yep.
Upsets are happening.
Ronaldo's already on his way
Mhm.
home. Genie
That
Wijnaldum.
That I kind of thought was going to happen. Because
When
Portugal
the
are just
match-
big
so
fat phonies. Phonies.
When the match started, I was like, oh, fuck. Portugal are going to win this. Belgium looked terrible. I still don't understand how they won that game.
Yeah,
It was like a moment of brilliance. And the whole play where Hazard scored, the whole play was brilliant. It was only upset by like a flick of the foot of a defender, which sent it off one way, but they reset and they got it to him, who decided to take a beautiful shot.
So that was the touch from Eden Hazard, right? Like he's lefty, but he just puts it off the outside of his right foot and sets his brother up. Is that not how it went down? And fuck the swerve on that ball.
It went this way and then back.
It broke twice.
Good
It broke twice.
Lord.
Like Patricio went the right way.
It was like it like did that little knuckleball thing.
Yeah. Defied
where
physics,
it's like
man.
rose and dipped.
And I know if James was on here, he'd probably be giving the goalie a lot of shit. But like, what does the goalie do?
You saw him. But Patricio goes the right way and then even moves the other way when it starts going the other way. So he was there. But
there we go, Bobby. The fact that people are like hard. The fact that people are hard on goalies amazes me. Like they're literally there as an insurance policy. Like if it comes to the goalie making a great save, like your whole team is fucked up. So when they do, it's like that was amazing, but it's probably more like the striker, the person who shot the ball has made the wrong choice. This is not like that. Torgan he hit it as clean as you can fucking hit it.
It was a fucking rocket.
Neuer's not saving it. Two Neuers is not saving it.
Everything is telling you that it's curving left. Or curving to the keeper's right. So the keeper he starts going to make that save. Mm-hmm. All the guys are there. It's curved around the guys. And then
it just, like I said, breaks the second time. It was like fast. A knuckleball.
It was hard as shit.
It was a rocket.
Dude.
But
Golazo,
they were terrible the rest of the time. They should have had 2 more goals. They had 2 breakaways towards the end. And just fucked them up. And you're like, this is the team that you're going to let knock you out? You're going to let Belgium? Hugo Lloris keep you from scoring?
Wait, what? We're talking about France now?
Not Hugo Lloris. Sorry, the
Courtois.
The other
Courtois.
Stupid.
He was phenomenal today. I don't care what anybody says.
That Ronaldo free kick. That Ronaldo free kick, man. I was begging. I was outside begging. I was like, give us some history here. Give us a beautiful.
These motherfuckers are fucking with me so hard, man. I just feel it.
Yeah.
Like it's also like PTSD if they're English on their part for sure. But
they're doing the same thing you are, where
I know
they're not going to start saying England's going to win.
I hate it. Yes, I'm nervous now. Trust me. I'll just like get a GoPro stick or whatever, a selfie stick. Could be a show in and of itself, walking around from now until Germany play England, and it would probably entertain the shit out of English people. Because all I do is listen to It's Coming Home and Vindaloo. Like it play during these tournaments, it's in my head on repeat for a month. And I love it because literally the song was sort of written because Germany's that good.
Yeah.
Like that's yes, Director John.
This has to be the best graphic ever.
It's gotten a lot of play, I'll tell you that much.
Dude, yeah. I don't even know where he got all these from. Like he made these. I didn't make these.
I am flattered, to be honest.
He would subscribe to that show, Cantac.
Listen, it will be you and me, buddy, just hanging out.
I'll subscribe, man. I'll subscribe to your show.
I appreciate it. You don't have to watch.
Accounts. Yeah, I will not watch. No.
I don't know what that means, but probably.
Bottom is gittering. I was looking up.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I thought it said glittering.
I thought it said glittering as well.
I saw it said glittering. I was like, well, I was on my bike all day. Probably, yeah. My bottom is hurting.
All right, so John, toss that back up there. The
Scorito, baby. We got to get into that.
Well, no, hold on.
Not yet.
We'll get to that. So let's look at what we have figured out. So what we've figured out is that Belgium is going off to the quarterfinals to face Italy.
What a fucking game that's gonna be!
Wow. But
Belgium's got to play better.
so
though.
hard to
both
call.
teams have to play better.
So hard to call
Their
because
last,
they
their
both
last,
played like shit.
Yeah, exactly. They were like just expecting to win.
Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Italy
I think so too.
But they were just like, oh, it's we got this. This is in the can.
Fuck off. Fuck off. I hate reading it. I hate it, man.
But I'm going to take Italy for that one, especially because it looks to me that ankle was bad on DeBruyne.
Yeah, I feel awful for him, man. I mean,
did he go out?
He went out. Yeah.
He came back after the half,
but then went off.
So he gets knocked out of the
He's got a week.
Champions.
He's got a week.
Final.
He's got a week to recover. Ice, heat, elevation, baby, and
Let's
pineapple
see
juice.
Let's
From what I'm
see how
told.
that med team
and
is
whatever
for
the billionaire
for Belgium.
doctors can prescribe.
Just a couple shots of whatever is new on the market these days.
Shots of, baby hormones or something.
Was it left or right ankle? I saw him go down, but I didn't really. Oh, it was right.
It was
his
bad.
Left,
It was
his
bad.
left's pretty good too. Though,
It was bad though,
to be fair, he's got a good left foot.
because the guy slid in with his right,
And
but his left leg was under. His left leg was under and caught the plant leg of De Bruyne, which was stuck in the ground.
It almost looked like a figure 4 leg lock.
Yeah, it was bad. Ice circulation elevation, says Ben. There you go. Okay, so then we have the other thing that we figured out today was Czech Republic versus Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys see that one?
I like Denmark. I hope, but who knows? That's like what we were talking about in the group stages, right? Like this is one of those where I don't know either team well enough to be like, well, this is probably what the Czechs will do against Denmark, or this is what Denmark will do. In a game, one team's probably going to sit back and counterattack. They're just going to go. I think both teams are going to go fucking balls to the wall nuts, and that I mean, hopefully,
Hope so.
Yeah, because they've
like
it's all gravy at this point.
Well, yeah, and it's like watching the teams in the group stages that are predicted to finish 3rd and 4th, right?
Right.
And then when they play, they're like, "Whoa, like, we're not playing a big team. We got to fucking go get these points right now."
Mm-hmm.
So, I hope the Danes go through. Maybe it's the Northern European red bearded Scandinavian in me, but
eventually, as more and more teams get knocked out, and the longer Denmark stays in it, the whole thing may be everyone might be rooting for Denmark.
1992 all over again, man.
I think it's a case of that. I was talking about the emotion that Denmark is riding, and that emotion will take you only so far. And I was like, I see them beating. Who'd they beat? Remind me.
Yesterday, Wales.
Who did Denmark beat yesterday? Wales.
Wales.
They beat Wales. I thought they would their emotions would help them carry through that, and they got the team that if I'm Denmark, I'm rooting for the Czech Republic. I don't want to face the Netherlands.
Oh, absolutely.
And they got that.
But now that you get it, you go,
and now you go,
crap.
all right.
Crap.
All right.
Okay.
Don't get these guys.
So out of all the teams who have played in the round of 16 so far, are you saying Denmark have looked the best?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
For sure.
I think that's
safe to say
that.
And look at the teams who have played: Belgium, Portugal, Italy, Netherlands.
These
are huge.
These
teams
are huge
that
squads.
were
But
flying
did they
high.
look great?
Blue Bloods.
Those are
last
three.
16?
Those are actually the 3 best teams that I thought in the group stages were Netherlands, Belgium, and Italy, and they were all bad.
Yep.
Not bad, just not.
They weren't
great.
They weren't.
And one of them's gone.
Their showing was not impressive. Denmark's showing was impressive.
Yeah.
They done whooped
Yeah.
Wales.
Their performance is what I expected from Italy, and it just
Their
didn't happen.
performance is what I expected from either Portugal or Belgium.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
the
that's
Netherlands.
totally different. That's
You know,
you knew that Belgium Portugal was going to be a little bit more nervy. I mean, like it's like Portugal just went from the group of death to fucking Belgium. You know what I'm saying? Like they have not had a break, and that and they played Belgium to a 1-0 loss where it really took a wonder strike to beat them. You know, so I can't. Other than the fact that I think Bruno Fernandes and Diogo Jota, who finishes that ball against, if I was rooting for Belgium, he would have finished that ball.
If he's playing against Arsenal
or Germany, 100%.
Like
yeah,
numerous times to the point that I'm screaming, "Get Jota off the pitch." He's a waste of space today.
Yeah,
not always.
He did not have a good
he's
tournament.
A waste of space.
He has not had a
and
good
Ronaldo
tournament.
was putting balls into. So, and by the way, I am not a huge Ronaldo fan. In the Ronaldo Messi debate, I'm Messi all the way.
That's because you don't know what you're talking about.
Awesome. Yes.
Moving on.
Clearly, that's what the show is about. But for those people who are saying Ronaldo's done, Ronaldo was working harder than everyone on the pitch. Ronaldo plays every 90 minutes, if not more.
And it's not even just that they're saying he's finished. Even the people that say he's like a penalty merchant or just gets tap-ins, it's like, who else gets those tap-ins?
Right.
You know
like,
how he got that last
there?
the last tap-in he got was by running 110 yards faster than the 22-year-olds who were on the pitch with him.
Yeah.
And he's
100%.
36.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I was pretty amazed.
Hey guys.
Hey, buddy.
So it's crazy that people
slag him off, man. It's
listen.
nuts.
And today, Mark mentioned how you can't just try and force it into Ronaldo the whole time. That's not. And I didn't think they were doing that. Ronaldo was actually way out on the right a lot of times.
Facilitator a lot.
He was throwing in balls. He's the one who smashed in a pass right to, I think it was to Jota, who turns around and was like shocked that the ball got to him and then skyrocket. I don't understand how you're 5 yards away from the goal. I don't know how the ball can go like that high.
I have no idea.
I just, what do you have to do? That's like when you have a tap in on the 8-ball and you launch it over the 8-ball.
You jump it off the table.
Like you jumped it. Why are you hitting the ball on the bottom? Like what do you?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Nerves. Ronaldo is definitely still irritating. Less so than
he's very irritating. But to me, you cannot fault his skills. His skills. Second,
we're not going to see players like Ronaldo and Messi for a very long time, I don't think.
And we're going to see a lot of good players, but I think the amount of good players that we're going to have in the next 10 years or so is going to reinforce how good Messi and Ronaldo is. Because you're going to see somebody like Mbappe or something like that, where you're like, oh, the next
done by 29.
Oh, the 30. Next done by their 30s.
Right.
Yeah, early 30s. Like I can remember when Raul turned 29 and they were saying he was done, and you're like, he's only 29. Like how is he done? How is he done? But they play so much, right? Like this game is like rugby, football. They're grueling on the body, but they don't play nearly as much, man. Like these dudes just constant playing. They get two weeks off in in like a major tournament year. They get like 2 weeks off literally, and it's after the tournament before their domestic season starts, right? So the fact that
we were just saying the fucking Premier League starts in August.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
So if you go to the finals, you go to mid-July.
Yeah.
You get what, a week off before you go to training?
Yeah.
Generally your club gives you another week. They give you the preseason off, but
Mikael Damsgaard, yeah, man.
That's why I think
Sanchez
that last year for Arsenal,
yeah,
like just never really got into it.
Dude, he was
because they played.
He's got to go to Chile. It's not like he plays here.
Exactly. Damsgaard is young player of the tournament for me.
Yeah,
not even close. Like we tried to predict who.
Well, Dumfries would be there as well. Isn't he a young guy?
Yeah, or just or
Isn't
not,
that
maybe
a
not
hell
young,
of
but like whatever, surprise player, the player
Yeah.
that everyone's going to be talking about,
Surprise
maybe a
me.
big transfer
Schick.
afterwards. It's Domsgore for me. He
Schick.
has been insane. Schick, yes.
I think Schick
They all
is a
play
little-
different roles. The
I
three
think
of
Schick
them.
is a little
It's-
older.
Is he?
I think so.
But still a surprise player. Like, no, did you know his fucking name before the tournament started? I had no clue.
Outside
who
of
he was.
Premier League, I don't know anybody.
Exactly.
No.
And I
That's
mean,
one of the
maybe
exciting things about watching
maybe
the tournament
Chris-
is that you get to see players
Yeah.
you wouldn't normally see. For case in point, Isak.
Yeah.
You know,
Isak.
never
Now
seen
I
him.
did know about Isak, but not very much.
Yeah. You know,
But
I think if anybody knew about any of
this
these
is
players, it
where
was
we
probably
start
Chris.
getting it. Sorry, we're back in Nam. What was that?
I was saying, like, if anybody knows about any of these players, it's Chris from Dirty
Chris and
Jers.
Yeah.
Najee.
yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Tom.
Najee only knows about 55% of them.
But of the 55%, he knows 110% of them. For sure.
Absolutely. There you go. Okay, guys, so let's get to Scorito before we run out of time here. How did everybody do? I don't think I did well at all. I had, I think I had,
Up the ladder,
um,
one rung at a time.
no, I
I
definitely,
moved up.
I had Netherlands winning.
Lola, I had the
I
other
think
ones winning too, but I think I nailed the other ones. Or I got 2 out of 4 maybe.
Everyone.
Fuck off, Director John loves it. I love it. I love that Director John
We
is
still
where
got
he is.
Dixie Flatline in first place.
Crossfade is up there. John Lawler.
John Lawler slowly but surely.
Rob
he dropped
Greenleaf
one.
is 6th. There's Mr. Tom Edvaldo, man.
But,
I
you
mean,
know,
Dirty
Mr.
Leeds.
Director, man, he's hanging tough.
I don't care what happens. The fact that Director
Bobby
John,
2 scoops
wherever
up.
he finishes, I'm like, that was a good showing by him. The fact that he's in the top 5 blows my
You're
fucking mind.
19 down, and now it's not like you're getting 800-point days anymore.
Right.
Mm.
These are like, I think I got
Mm-mm.
60.
Justin Cross, trust me, I'm not a boss in life right now, bro.
You know, I had
Like when
two-
you have a pillar in your apartment in Brooklyn, it's like everyone has a pillar running right in the middle of their fucking
It means
apartment.
those are 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That creates.
No walls.
I'm in my my dining room, and
There I am.
over there.
32, fucking slowly. Give me the anchor, John. I think I'm
Sinking
just
fast?
steadily.
Yeah, you're barely above the people that didn't make any picks.
I know every day. I'm
Unfortunately,
going down
Najee
4
being out of
spots.
town, he didn't make his picks for the
He
round
didn't
of
make his picks.
16.
They don't have internet where he is.
I can't answer that.
That means I'm gonna win. I'm gonna beat Najee at least. Can't
My friend German Wunderkind texted me earlier today. He's like, I gotta get some points, man. This is bad. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
He didn't put in his picks.
No, German Wunderkind. Oh, he didn't?
No, I don't know.
He
I don't
got
know.
I think he did.
Got
He probably
270 for the round, so he had to.
No, he did. He did.
Yeah.
Marcus, my man, coming through.
Dude. That's terrible.
Well-
I'm doing absolute shit here.
Listen, we all suck except John. That's basically the takeaway. Keep it up, John. Keep it up for yourself. You know you deserve it.
Well, you know, number one is your fellow German, our buddy Axel.
Axel, who was here watching the match with me.
I
earlier,
saw. Oh, he was watching with you guys today. Well, I saw him on last night with the happy hour. Was that no? Not last night. Sorry,
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
I saw him.
on happy hour.
Yeah.
11 is good, Rob. Goodness. Good to see you on here. I didn't know you're here. Well, listen, fellas.
Should we do anything about tomorrow's game? Should we throw?
Tomorrow is so. Let's go to where's John's YouTube. John would prefer you didn't know his first name.
His first name is
that's why
Mr.
we've called him Director, Mr. Director John. His name is actually, I can't tell you.
Alfonso.
Shit. Yeah, I got muted.
Well, tomorrow we got Croatia and Spain as the early game.
Croatia and Spain. Now,
And
here's where
France,
we figure out
Switzerland.
if Croatia is actually Croatia that they've been showing us,
Mm-hmm.
the Croatia of old, and if Spain is going to tiki-taka dance around and get 0 goals, or if it's going to tiki-taka around and get 5 goals. So here's yet another one that I'm going to have a hard time with. And then we have France and Switzerland at 3 o'clock. It's going to be fun. I think if it's not crazy raining, I should be out here for the Spain match. Because all I do is I put the Spain flag up, and then like all these random people show up. Hello, you're going to show the game. You're going to show the football match.
Yes, but you need reservations.
I'm like, yeah.
Just tell them they need reservations and take $5 from everybody.
I say, oh, that's fantastic. Guys, venga, he's going to show the game. We can watch here. It's $5.
Yeah, you've got 30 people.
Yeah, they'll be here. They wouldn't show up unless I charge. Like
Right.
if it was free, they go, very nice, thank you. No, we prefer places with bathrooms.
2-2 Spain on
no
penalties.
bathroom, and they're like, we should go there. 2-2 Spain on penalties. Yeah, because all those midfielders can easy penalties. They can't score in the normal phase, but
I think if France doesn't destroy Switzerland, we're asking serious questions about France.
yeah, France really needs to put in a performance.
Yeah, they haven't. I mean, they really, really haven't. But that's what happens when you win, and then you're like heavy favorites. You've got a target on your back. We see it in all sports all the time. Everyone, especially even in the so France obviously was in the toughest group. So they're playing teams that are expecting to win anyway. They don't care if it's France, i.e. Germany, Portugal. And then you get Hungary, who's like, we have to win. We have to get points to survive. And now you have Switzerland, who's kind of like, oh, it's nice to be here. We're very neutral, you know? Yeah. I think if France doesn't crush them, France is in trouble.
Yeah.
See, this is the match that I felt that was ripe for the upset.
Yeah, based on their performances.
France is playing not very convincingly, and Switzerland played pretty damn well in the group stage.
Yeah.
Well, Granit Xhaka with a fucking screamer to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, exactly.
Bobby, I hear you, man. I hear you, but
anything can happen.
They were heavily favorites. With the talent on the team, you'd think they're just going to waltz through the way people talk about them, the way we talk about them, all of us, and they're not. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yep, let's go. But that's why we watch. That's why we play the game.
That's it.
Right? Okay, guys, we're going to call it a day from here. And I'm going to go back to the party here. Special thanks to Ben's wife. He got him. A stoop and a pillar in England. That would be a mansion. You guys have all got it going on. Yeah,
I could give you a tour of my apartment. It'll take 3 seconds. You're seeing it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us, Cantac. Thank you for coming out to the Stoop, Mark.
Absolutely.
Love all you guys in the Stoop crew representing. You guys are here early, commenting all the time. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see if any of these picks were correct. And good night from the Stoop.
Peace out.
Adios, bitches.